Hey, what's up? Cookie make you smile every single time. It's a sweet treat which is super easy to make. Today we're going to be making sourdough chocolate chip cookies. But the good thing about this recipe is you can skip sourdough if you don't like it, which of course I not recommend it. So let's make it, shall we? For the wet ingredients I have 1 egg plus an egg yolk. I'm going to use my discard, but you can use active starter, which in this case is 50 to 60 gram, 90 gram good quality butter, and for the dry ingredients I have 170 gram all-purpose flour, 2 gram baking soda, 2 gram baking powder, and 2 gram salt. A mix of brown and white sugar, 90 grams brown, 50 gram white, and last but not least, a mix of dark chocolate chip and 50% crushed chocolate bar with nuts, in this case walnuts and almonds. Let's start. I'm gonna cut the butter into the pieces to fasten up the melting process. Less than an hour, the butter is ready. I'm gonna bring a medium-sized bowl, add the butter, and all of the sugars. Time to mix and make the cream. You can use one of these, or if you're lazy like me, use one of these. But first, you need to introduce butter and sugar with the help of a spatula until there is no more dry spots. But what if we just mix it with the mixer? Did you see that mess? That's why. Try to bring them together with the help of a spatula. Once there is no more dry spot, go ahead and use your mixer. We're not gonna beat it for too long. Time to add the eggs one by one. Little bit of vanilla. Clean up the mixer because that's it. Clean up the bowl, bring the batter to the center. Once you had a beautiful batter like this, time to introduce dry to the wet ingredients. Nothing fancy, bring everything together with the help of a spatula. Lastly, my favorite ingredients, chocolate chip and nuts. More chocolate, more gooey cookies. Love it. And that was all we needed to do. Oh wait, I forgot to add a starter, but should be okay. Let's add it now. Mixy again. We don't want to beat this batter, we just want to bring it together. As simple as this. And here is the most important step. I'm gonna cover it up with a shower cap and transfer my cookie dough into the freezer. You can let it chill in the fridge if you like. Minimum 2 hours, but I really need a cookie now, so I'm gonna freeze it for 30 minutes, then I'm gonna bake it. Preheat the oven at 220 degrees Celsius. 30 to 40 minutes later, cover up a baking sheet with the baking paper, of course. And this is how thick it is. We could also first shape the cookie and then fridge or freeze them. Not gonna make any difference, because now you can shape the dough easily. If you're gonna get fancy, one of those beautiful ice cream scoops also helps. But if you know me, I'm an old-fashioned baker. So of course I'm gonna shape them like meatballs. You can wet up or oil up your hands slightly if you feel the dough is a little bit sticky. And that's it. Simply done. Set them on a tray. I'm gonna slightly press them with the wet hand to let them expand a little bit more. I'm not a fan of flat, dry cookies, just a little bit. And of course, the finishing touch would be always more chocolate. Here you can also add salt or anything you like. Be my guest, it's your finishing touch. Bake them at 220 degrees Celsius for 10 to 13 minutes. Of course, shorter time make it gooier and longer time make it chewier. To me, something at the middle would be nice. If you know, you know. And this is the benefit of making homemade cookies. The smell of childhood. Let them set for 10 to 15 minutes. Don't touch it, it's super soft now. After 10 to 15 minutes, put them on a cooling rack and let them cool down. Or you're gonna lose your patience like me and let's see what we got inside. I mean, look at it. And the right way to serve a cookie? Always with milk. That's what I'm talking about. It's gooey, ooey, a bit crispy at the edges, and of course chewy. And that's all I want from a cookie. It's gonna make you smile every single time. You can keep them at room temperature, of course in a box, for 1 to 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken. This is the one I made 3 days ago. And if you can see, it's still fresh. Alright, that was it. Like always, keep baking and take a good care of yourself.